So with that being said, what did I say? Hue Man. I'm a human. See all this outside protection for the complexion? That's my hue. And I'm a man. To go with that. So, Hue Man is a living being with a hue. Now, there are those of us who don't have a hue. And that's okay too. Because we can still do what we do. However, the fact that some of us don't and some of us do is how the 1% that control us all get to do what they do. So you see a guy who looks like a guy who did something to you and you didn't like the way it went, and you're not trying to let it fly, you know. You want to apply some pressure to that individual who looks like the individual who did what they did, which is past already done, but you got to make this other individual who resembles them see that you're not the one. So you carry this, you harbor this hatred, this ignorant hatred, because you're burning energy, man. Energy that you could use to defuse this anger. I see some people hanging in a tree from the neck, okay? Hanging. Lynched, okay? Looks like me, more like me than the people standing around with their children. People standing around looking at a man hanging in a tree and find joy in it simply because of what? The hue that he has, which they don't. And simply because of the hue that he does and they don't have, it separates the inner them, whatever is in them besides the human that's also in me. Because I know we are all the same except the genetic engineering that was done by mankind. What I will say is we are all brothers and sisters except for the fact that not all of us have that defect. Yes, it's a defect. If your skin doesn't absorb the sun, that's a defect in your gene. No. It's nothing to do with you. You didn't do it. Nothing to be proud of or ashamed of. You know, I'm Irish and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm blue and I'm proud. I have a small penis, but I'm not so proud. See, a little joke, because we have to break the tension. Laughter is like an instant vacation. Leave it alone. Find a way to connect to humans. Find a way to stop judging people for characteristics they have no control over. Stop hating yourself so much that you have to transfer that dislike onto someone else. Start to love yourself. Start to no longer see differences as different and recognize them as gifts that we all have. It's wonderful. I mean, even with defects. You know, like my skin don't absorb the sun. That's a defect, but I can still be wonderful if I was one of them. Treating someone like myself the way some of them treat. Not all of them will treat me like some of them want to treat me. Well, they'll conceal it. They'll hide it, because it's probably better to be kind, because being kind is more important than being judgmental. I guess it's high time people try to stop, no matter how hard it is. Try to stop seeing others only for the differences and start to recognize the similarities, because we all have some human in us, even those of us who have a little more than others. And guess what? We all have that genetically engineered savage gene, except some of us have less, whereas others have a whole lot more. If you Caucasian guys and girls start talking to your Caucasian guys and girlfriends, guess what? You guys can make the difference. I don't believe the males have what it takes. I do believe the females do. The males won't be able to do it unless, and I mean this from the heart, unless they have that effeminate gene overpowering their masculine gene, because the masculine savage is difficult to get with unless, of course, his small mind feels he is empowered, whereas the women are a whole lot different. The only thing is, a lot of them are so weak and afraid and insecure about what to do. And my Caucasian sisters, I know you're not sure, but you guys need to start talking to each other. You have no reason in the world to hate someone just because their skin absorbs the sun. You don't. It's just not right. It's just not right. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Peace. And I'm out. Let's start to recognize via respect rather than to simply believe that we can interject our hate because we haven't found a way to relate.